差距，他研磨下笔，直接给我4个字算大胆。
7 mistakes you shouldn't make when you're importing. Debo, what's the first mistake?
Not researching your product properly.
Right. Product research. What's product research? I think people are hopping on trends a lot these days.
You left a keyword out.
What?
They are hopping on trends late.
Right.
Because if you're ahead of the curve, bro, first come, first serve, cash out.
Yeah. I think when you are making the trend, you make the money. But you have people who are not doing enough research to see where the trend is at a particular time. So it's like they end up hopping on late. Like for example, if you are now buying what's been trending recently?
Right now,
Labubu.
Labubu, it can't penetrate our markets.
Really?
It won't work.
Okay. I won't try. But some people are trying, so. Or even like Stanley's. I sell Stanley's, and I think the market has kind of slowed. So if now you see, now that I come to stars there, Chale, that's bad market research, and you probably lose money there.
Yeah. I mean, the existing studies are not spoiling now, so.
So what should people do? They should kind of I think they should test the market, maybe have some samples, and test to see how it's doing before they dip their feet in. Mills?
Talking of samples, I feel like by the time you send the samples, the next time you are ordering, then the season is out. So
Shipping delays.
Yeah, unforeseen, all those things.
So they should just go to the point.
You just have to pray to God.
But what if they ship the samples by air?
If you can afford it.
Safe. Me, a day like this, I don't know when this will be played, but I send something by air. We did second month to this.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah.
Well, I think I have some things that haven't been here for a month. There are delays, and I think that also these are seasonal delays because I think around this year, this time last year, too, I had a similar thing, and the year before that. So I don't know whether it's a seasonal delay.
Thing, probably.
Yeah. So guys, when you are importing, please do your research on the products before you import. Please do your research on even how you ship all of that before you import, or you might end up having goods that won't sell, or you may end up having, maybe even fake goods if you don't research on the products too.
Something just came to mind. With regards to research, especially when it comes to things that have to do with, let's say, sanitary pads and you know things that require FDA approvals
right.
and all that. Yeah, those are also key.
Yes, you need to do the search on what it takes to bring them
the kind
here.
Of product,
Even with those particular items, once it gets here, it's going for further testing at the FDA.
Right.
So probably some things that you missed, they will pick it up and tell you that, look, this long term, this is not good. Long term, that. So
it's choosing that I think they should get
samples
first.
Yeah.
Yes. Please ask your supplier for samples, and they should make sure that the samples are the same products they're going to ship.
Yeah.
Not
very important.
Different things. Yes. Which leads us to our second point: choosing the wrong supplier. The wrong supplier for your products will ruin your business. One thing you find out in China is that one product has hundreds of suppliers, hundreds of options, the same product, but 100 people are selling it. So you need to take your time and find the right supplier. The wrong supplier may be giving you the right product at probably the wrong price, and that can influence your market, or maybe giving you a lower grade version of the right products. So you need to do supplier research.
Yeah, I think that also brings to mind the fact that there's also the saying that you can stay in Ghana and do business in China and all that. I think there's a point where you need like reliable suppliers or a reliable source because I think it happens that most of the people who get scammed are people who are literally here and are trying to do business there, in China without knowing. Majority. Without knowing what to look out for, or without knowing what kind of supplier the person is and all that. And most of these people don't even speak English in the first place. So you're either going through a middleman who will scam you, or I mean some stranger somewhere.
Right.
I don't know
right,
if
right,
Clarence and Mills have.
With the supplier, you like the final stage or before shipping is what you can go through the whole step verification, but whatever they ship, if you don't have someone, I feel like I have a relationship with someone in China that we are too close to the extent that if I'm buying something, I can decide that you are Chinese, send it to this person. She will verify and see if that is exactly what I want. And that's not the only thing she does. If I send somebody to pick something from her, she would send a picture of the person with the item.
Right.
She will send me videos of she giving the thing.
Yeah.
Like she does that for me. Like she does that sort of due diligence for me before anything happens. So it's quite dicey. But all this, if I didn't go to China, I promise I would never get any relationship or any friendship with this particular person. So it's very important that you at least go there once, build whatever relationship you want to do. Then from there, that person can be your person that will be doing this due diligence, doing all the necessary checks and things for you. Because if somebody is a scammer and I'm buying from them and I tell her that, oh, look, this is what I'm getting from this person. You ask me how much am I getting it? Then she show me an option that she trusts.
Right.
That works. That really works. And with that, I can take her word for it because she has not failed me and I don't think she'll fail me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It leads me to the third point, not asking the right questions. Sometimes you ask for the price of the products, but the price of the product is not the only thing that is involved. I remember a situation I was in where I was buying tiles, and I was buying it for a client. So I had the price of the tiles and everything, and I used that price to calculate the total price I was giving the clients. I mean, I knew the cost of shipping to Ghana, but there was a domestic shipping cost. And there was even an unloading and offloading cost in China because I was sending it from the shipper to another city. And that cost was so much that it ate all my profits and even more. And I had already given the invoice to the client and everything. So it put me in hot water.
And there's also something with tiles that you'd have to know, because tiles, if they are not packaged, so now there's something packaging. There are certain items that, let's say you buy, they carry that picture frame thing. There's two options. They can just ship it to you as it is. They will just maybe cover it with something. But these are frames and things.
Yes, or they can put it in a pallet.
Yeah. So now if you ask the right questions that, oh, this particular item, how are you going to ship it?
Yeah.
There's been cases where I wanted to buy certain machines and I'll ask, how is it shipped? Because I'm thinking about how I'll receive it in Ghana. How is it going to be?
Yeah.
Because I don't want a case where, bro, the cost of shipping something back to China once it gets to Ghana is really absurd.
Right.
So you should ask the necessary, like
all those questions. That even reminds me about the tiles. That I mean, one thing people don't know is that once some items exceed a certain weight, they are charged per volumetric CBM, not just
some people don't even
have not
even heard that before.
Yes, so the size and weight and all that influence shipping costs. So you need to ask the right questions. Make sure you know all of that.
It even happens with air shipping.
Yes. Possibly have a supplier checklist where you check each of the items of that, you know, the MOQ, you know the size of the item, you know the weight of the item, you know the domestic shipping cost, you know any hidden costs associated, you know the lifespan of the product, all of that before you even ship the item.
Right. How about shipping and customs? That's a whole
mistake number 4. Underestimating shipping and customs costs. This can really put you in trouble. And I've seen people in trouble, especially those who take pre-orders because they are doing the shipping, the buying and stuff on the spot, and they're moving from store to store.
Right.
They don't really have time to calculate all those costs and things. So they'll probably look at the price over there and maybe they'll multiply it by 2 and things. But it's not enough. There are so many things. By now, the packaging of that box adds weight, or the packaging makes it bigger, and then shipping cost becomes another thing. Or clearing the item is much more. Maybe it's a battery good, or it's something else. So there are so many hidden costs that they don't see, and then they end up being.
But I've seen like
losses.
there's this trend that they will post whatever price they put there. They would indicate somewhere that is just the cost of the item, shipping not included.
Right.
But then again, too, I don't want a case where I'll buy something for 1,000 cedis. Then when it gets to Ghana, you tell me my shipping is 4,000. Where did I go wrong?
Yes. That's true. And I realized something. If you leave things right, the Ghanaian shippers usually will not tell you your shipping costs till it's like at Tema ports. And then, so you won't know how much you are paying, sir. Then later they'll come and hit you with this cost. And so you have to be proactive. You have to take the first step and find out the cost. Even you can find out the sizing and the weight and everything, and do your own calculations so that you know how much you're expected to pay. So that when they bring you a bill, you can compare it. And maybe sometimes they even try to change it.
You can challenge it. And that goes back to asking the right questions, because imagine you know the CBM. Before you even shipping with a certain shipper, you ask them that how much do you charge for these goods? You can't go back on his word. So if he comes, let's say the thing's too CBM.
Actually, I think they go back on their word sometimes.
Actually, sometimes.
Because even recently, we're doing 200 per CBM. And then when the things go to Ghana, it's $255 per CBM.
Right.
But when I was making the inquiries, it was 200.
There was no
when the
point
things go to
where
Ghana,
they communicated to you that there's been
until the thing can reach.
Oh, that one day, if you mean like I go fight small.
Yeah, you go fight, but your goods
that's why we say the shipping thing, guys.
It be some way. It's actually some way. And they charge you with their own dollar rates.
Yeah.
So it's not as if maybe right now dollar is 10 or 11 or whatever. No.
But and they don't accept $1.
And they don't accept dollar.
But do they explain the reasoning behind the price?
If you have a good shipper. So for example, my shipper actually explained that the CD fluctuations, that although they charge in dollars, at the Tema ports they pay in CDs. Okay. So the CD fluctuation had not impacted the Tema ports that much, so they can't really. So for example, the dollar is around like what
11.3.
The dollar.
Or the price, there are $2 rates. The dollar rate on the ground is around 12, but he ended up charging 14.
Whoa.
14 cedis per dollar because of all those problems. And yes, so that actually happens sometimes too. But you need to do your research on these shipping costs. And sometimes, for example, if you're doing a container, your container may end up in demurrage because you didn't do a research on even when it's arriving and have your money ready for it to arrive. And
what's demurrage?
Clear. Demurrage is a charge you pay for every single day your container is stuck at the port after a certain period. Yes, yeah. Mistake number 5, paying the full amount without protection.
Upfront.
To who, the supplier?
Yes, to suppliers.
You see, with this,
in what sense?
It's tricky. It's tricky because, I mean, there's been cases where we go somewhere, they'll ask us if we are serious that we want to buy. We say, New Asia. They'll ask you, are you serious? You want to buy? Yes. Pay. You pay. Go to the hotel. Go. Tomorrow, come. Take item.
Yeah. But, I mean, you can have situations. I've not had a situation like that. But you have situations where maybe you pay and then something may go wrong or something. So it's just safe to sort of make a deposit. And then when they are ready to ship, especially for goods that have to be manufactured, that are not ready to ship out. Okay. For goods that have to be manufactured, it's safer to make initial deposits, and then when they are ready to ship, they show you the items and everything. You make the rest. So, for example, I ship whole kitchens from China. What we do is that I pay 10% of the charge, and then we do the design, measurements, and everything. When we've agreed on the final kitchen, then I pay 40%.
Right.
They do the manufacturing. Manufacturing is usually about 35 working days. When they're done, they're ready to ship, then I pay the remaining 50%.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that has to do with manufacturing. How about a good that's already there? I mean, it's on the shelf, goods on the shelf.
a good that's already on the shelf is ready to ship out. So in a situation like that, I don't think you can make full payment as long as they're ready to ship out when they say they'll ship out.
I mean, I have encountered some suppliers who don't mind you paying a deposit. I mean, sometimes they'll just say, okay, make a deposit of maybe 500 RMB or like 1,000 RMB.
But what sort of product? Like an example.
Well, I mean, I can speak. That's electronics. I'm dealing with electronics, and they would ask for the deposit. I feel they do that to see whether you're actually serious about.
Right.
I mean, the shipment. But of course, I mean, you would have to pay within a week or a few days. So, I mean, I'm just putting that out there as well.
Right. Mistake number 6: ignoring product quality control. You should do some quality checks before your products land. If you can't do it yourself when you're there, you should probably get someone to do it. I've had this problem before where I bought a particular power bank. I saw it on 1688, it looked good and everything, and I bought it. And when it came, I had problems with all of them. And I bought more than 100 pieces. Oh. Yeah, so it became a product I couldn't sell. I had to like give it out and all of that. So I've had situations.
Are you telling me that you gave out something that you claim was faulty?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, because I couldn't sell it and I couldn't keep it. So it's like, if you like the case,
makes sense.
Yeah, I couldn't sell it. So yes, I've had situations like that, even with some phone cases and some stuff like that. And that's mostly because I was buying on 1688. But if I had the advantage of going there myself, I would be able to test these products. In that situation, I didn't have anybody to test. Yeah.
I know people also talk about, knowing the certification of the supplier and all that. But I don't know if it's something practical you can do. Because if you're buying something off a platform, I don't know how you'd see. I know some of the suppliers put their certification and all those things there, but practically how does
it depends on the app you're buying on. Because I know Alibaba shows every supplier certification, like his reviews.
Right.
Even the 1688, do you know their reviews?
Yes.
But you don't speak Chinese.
I translate.
Yeah. Some people don't check.
Yeah, they don't check them.
They just go price.
I think based on the value of the items too, you can get an independent body to do the quality checks. Someone I know recently, they're buying air conditions and some other high value items for a big project, and because they're getting them from China, nobody was there. They got a company which was charging, I believe, about $150 a day to do quality checks. So for the AC's example, they said it would take 2 days, so you have to pay 2 days. They did the quality checks on all the items. So if something like that won't make sense for low value items like maybe power banks and all of that, that'll eat up all the profits. But the more expensive it is better if you get, for example, if you're buying something like a truck, it's better you get an independent body to do quality checks for you, make sure everything is right before you send it out.
I think that takes us to our last mistake: not planning for delays. It reminds me of your soldiers.
Guys, plan for delays.
There are some people that, you see, as a business person, I feel like one characteristic you should have is you should be able to think way ahead.
Right.
Like you should be able to anticipate certain things.
Right.
There's someone right now that she's going on the next trip, right? She's ready to even start ordering before she goes to China.
Right.
So that as soon as she touches ground, she's going to check, okay, this is my order, that's my order.
Right.
Send it to Ghana.
Right.
Because these are, in her words, these are things she's ready to sell in December.
Right.
That December market, she doesn't want anything to touch it.
Right.
So now October, November, December. So she has psyched her mind that probably for the whole of October and November, shipping, if delays, whatever should happen, all she wants is by December, her things are in Ghana.
Right.
And she's ready. She's ready. And I believe that everyone should think like that.
Yeah. They say that anything that can go wrong will probably go wrong. And I've seen that in shipping. Like, everything has an impact on shipping. Yeah. Israel is fighting this person right now. The Red Sea is now yellow.
They also has a story like that. When I don't know which canal was
talking about to make me depressed. It's okay.
I think for the sake of the viewers, I mean,
I think we actually said it like in the other episodes.
Yeah,
but it didn't finish.
There'll be a whole. We'll come back
but
to
we've had I mean countless situations like that. Going back to my episode on COVID and shipping delays. Even as I'm talking right now, like when we went on the last business tour, we all shipped our things together. Everybody's things have come except me. I don't know why. And
was it on the same vessel?
I thought it was. You think it is? I thought it was, but yeah, funny enough, everybody's stuff have arrived, and my stuff have still not arrived.
You see, something like this, it's out of control.
Yeah,
these are things you can't control.
People need to understand that part.
Yes.
We
cannot do anything about
if we are here today, we are the ones complaining. Tomorrow, if we say, okay, the solution is we start our own shipping line and all of that, bro, we can't control this because it will be the same thing. It's going to be a whole event where we are the shippers. Now people have their podcast and they'll be saying that like, bro,
the Chale how boys.
Yeah, those boys. Bro, it's out of your control.
Yeah, so I think you really need to put that in account when you're taking pre-orders and all of that. Because I've seen so many people get into trouble with pre-order times because the things didn't come when they said it would come.
The mistake sometimes is the people that are doing the things. They are the ones that make the mistake.
Right.
Because you go and ask somebody, hey, I'm selling this TV. In 30 days, it will be in Ghana. I know a customer, the 29th, they will text you, so my thing is coming tomorrow, right? Meanwhile, you see, and sometimes we actually have to commend shippers that give updates.
Yes.
Like, look,
yes. Shout out to any shipper who is, I mean, on top of your game. We know sometimes it's out of your control, but those who tell us like accurate information, good timely updates, so that we can then pass that on to our customers. We love you. We see you and we love you.
So they will tell you that, look, I have a shipper that he does 30 days flat. And he will communicate with you that, look, the 30 days, that is how long it will take your item to leave China. Once it's not that doesn't include the loading.
Right.
Leaves China 30 days on sea. The 30th day it should be in Ghana.
Right.
Clearing hasn't come, so probably another 5 days for the clearing. But prior to that, it depends on how long it will take for them to load everything onto the vessel. So there are people that they really go out of their way and give all these communications. So I have messages here from him that container number blah blah blah. Expect your goods in this number of days.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And the people that do the pre-orders, please don't give an accurate time. Don't tell somebody 30 days. Your father know they drive. They drive ship. You go tell somebody, but things will come in 30 days. Say, about 30 to 40 days.
Or, I mean, simple. If they've told you 30 days, add an extra 15 days just for these things.
15 days is not even enough.
Add an extra 30 days.
No,
but then again, too, it takes you are buying something. Let's say, forget everything. You are buying something from China. Then this what will entice you is the duration. How long it take for it to get.
I get that. So what's the point if it will reach that point and it doesn't come in that time and you are now hot?
That's when
it takes a lot because, for instance, when you buy something, most of these shops they don't even have it on the shelf. They're not going to produce it.
Yes.
It'll take about a week.
Production time.
But the customers started counting their 30 days from the day they made the payment.
Yeah.
So some of these things, I feel like they just need to understand. They have to be patient and things like that.
From the customer side, you need to. I mean, I know you work with the information that's presented to you, but you need to be realistic too. If it's too, that's why we are doing this thing to educate you. Sometimes know that it's unrealistic. Like the person they say, see, like from the moment you pay, it will take that. No, it doesn't work. The person doesn't have that control. So you need to keep that in your mind when you're also like buying these things from these people who do pre-orders, that there may be delays. So you factor all of that.
There are always delays.
Yes, always plan ahead. And this, like you want to sell Christmas trees and you're buying the Christmas trees in November.
Are you serious?
Maybe it's for the next year, December. So you need to plan ahead.
Are you serious?
So a nice example is if you are planning for Val's Day, you have to start buying the things now.
Right. Right.
Buy the
Christmas
teddy
Day, you
bears.
have bought the things in April.
Oh, Christmas Day, April, January. As they go the Chinese holiday come no, then you put
Then
your
you
order
buy.
inside. Yeah.
Right,
Christmas
right,
tree, you know,
right.
this
And
small.
I feel like another mistake you can make is buying things right before the Chinese holidays.
Yeah.
Some people don't even know that it exists.
Right.
So that one day, your 30 days is gone. Nothing happened.
When is a Chinese holiday? Because it's
It's
February.
in January,
January.
late January into February,
February,
yeah.
sometimes into March. So that's a period where if
Chale,
you buy something, they are not
forget.
working. You are not going to get your things.
There was when we were there, the Chinese, and this is something everybody should know. The Chinese, they don't play with their holidays.
Yes.
Yeah.
They will shut down 100%.
After the Canton, when we were about to leave,
Yeah,
there was
they
a
had
weekend that
mid
It was, yeah.
autumn
we were
festival or
hey,
something.
and we didn't have an idea.
food safe.
Who's the few gets?
So they don't play with their holidays. So before
like
you
4
travel,
days.
and I've realized that thing. There are people that go to China during that period.
Yeah, you'll be wasting time.
Bro, you
because
don't know.
All this won't happen if you are not on.
I think we should have an episode on Chinese holidays and all of that to inform
Yeah.
people. That's actually not a bad idea.
Because me, the time me and the can left, that be when's my guy come China, but there, yeah. What I come to do? Everybody's on break. Like literally, markets. There's no one in the markets. Like
It's really coming. Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
So
right,
please,
right.
information.
All too soon. Our
Yeah.
time is up. So, guys, these 7 mistakes. Let me just recap the mistakes. Mistake number 1: not researching your product. Number 2: choosing the wrong supplier. Number 3: not asking the right questions. Number 4 is underestimating shipping and custom costs. Number 5: paying the full amount up front without protection. 6: ignoring product quality control. 7: not planning for delays. So please, if you're importing can be good. It can be a very profitable business, but if you make these mistakes, it will become hell for you.
Right.
And we don't want it to be hell for you. We want you to have a very good importing business. So don't forget these things. If you're new here, we are very happy you're joining us. We are the Chale Ni Hao team, and we are doing this Ghana-China thing to educate you and bring China closer to Ghana for you. So all you can do for us is to subscribe, like, and leave a comment, leave a heart. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what business you are into. If you have any questions for us, you can just leave your questions in the comments. We'll reply. If you need personal help with sourcing, you can send us a DM on Instagram or on TikTok, and we will get back to you and help you with that. That's all we have time for today. We'll see you next week. Peace out.